Hi everyone, Elee here,
Mairead here.
and this is ATS TV. Together with me is one of the most familiar faces, one of the most important partners that we have nowadays. And of course, I am talking about none other than the Director of International Recruitment from Drake Medox, Miss Mairead Murphy. We'd like to know who Drake Medox is.
Drake Medox is the medical nursing division of Drake International.
Yes.
So it's a global company, and I manage the Drake Medox UK, although we have other operations in other countries. So primarily we're doing recruitment of nurses, international educated nurses, IENs we call them, midwives, allied health professionals, and sometimes doctors from overseas into the UK. Particularly to help the NHS. Back in 1997, it was Drake who actually opened the market for nurses from the Philippines into the UK. So we've been doing this many years, very successfully, and we're really proud of all of the Filipinos who've arrived in the UK to support us, and they're doing amazing.
Right, that's really amazing, and that's the reason why we really wanted to partner with Drake Medox, because it's really helpful, and we believe that Drake Medox has been delivering a lot of good services for international recruitment. This is around the world for nurses out there. And Miss Mairead, I would like to know what's the benefit of having ATS Learning Center and Drake Medox as partners.
Okay. Well, I'm a nurse myself by background, so I know what's involved in preparing internationally educated nurses coming to the UK from different source countries. So one of the aspects now is that the nurses have to pass a test of competence with the NMC, and in order to do that they have to pass a computer-based test, CBT, which they can take in their own country, and then a practical exam, the OSCE, when they get to the UK.
Right.
So it's in the interest of the candidates, of the nurses, and also of the employers that the nurses can pass their OSCE quickly once they arrive in the UK, so that they can work as fully registered nurses. And it's a lot of information for them to learn and to retain. So each of the employers that we work with are very, very good, and they really look after the candidates, and they do prep them for the OSCE exam. What we found since we started partnering with ATS is that we're able to provide through ATS CBT training, and this helps the nurses to have confidence to take the exam faster, and that really, really works well, and we get great feedback from the nurses about it. And then we also ask ATS to deliver OSCE training for the nurses before they go to the UK. It's a couple of days long course, but it gives them a lot of information, which means that they know what to expect when they get there. Again, they'll need to do a lot more prep, and they will be supported by their employers when they get to the UK. But what we've found, and what the nurses are telling us, is that because they're not seeing and hearing everything for the first time when they get to the UK, it's not as overwhelming, and they feel a little bit better prepared, and we are seeing a very high success rate of first time passing on the OSCE. Yeah. So I think that's sort of the key difference, that the nurses are a bit familiar before they get there, they're encouraged to prep, and then of course ATS is also providing them with a copy of the ebook, how to become a UKRN. And this is really important because it's up to date, and it really prepares the nurses not just for exams, but how to work as a nurse in the UK. What is the role of the nurse? And so they have a better understanding of what's being expected of them. We're absolutely thrilled with the success of the nurses, and we're sure that a lot of that is down to the ATS preparation.
Oh yes, well, those are wonderful and important information coming from Drake Medox and partnering with ATS. And I'm sure a lot of nurses around the world right now is watching. And would you like to invite them, Ms. Mairead?
Absolutely. I mean, today I'm in the Philippines visiting the ATS team. But it's really important to understand that every nurse recruited through Drake Medox across the globe into the UK can avail of the same training. So it's now virtual, like a lot of things. So now that it is virtual, we're training nurses through ATS, our nurses, from I think about 27 different countries already. Okay, so if you do get recruited through Drake Medox, we'll guarantee you that we'll access the services of ATS for you and to help support your journey to the UK.
Right. Okay, so that's it from Miss Mairead Murphy. So thank you again Miss Murphy, for joining our time today, and of course inviting our nurses all over the world. I'm sure that after this video, a lot of those nurses will be sending emails immediately.
I hope so. I hope so. I mean, together, what we want to do is improve the experience for the nurses, improve the candidate journey. And we're really thrilled. So thank you very much to the whole team at ATS for everything that you're doing and boosting the confidence of the nurses.
Yes, Ms. Mairead, and we look forward of more good things to come with Drake Medox as well. So
Absolutely.
there you go. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and we'll be putting here in our frame the contact numbers of Drake Medox as well with ATS Learning Centers, our Facebook page, you can see it from the screen, and of course our Instagram and LinkedIn as well, with some information for Drake Medox. So again, Ms. Mairead, thank you so much.
Elee, before we go, I just wanted to mention, and you probably have this elsewhere in your information for the nurses, but that ATS is providing CBT training for not just the registered general nurses, but also for midwives now. That's coming, mental health nurses, pediatric nurses. So if you want to go onto the pediatric register to become a nurse, and then the OSCE training is also underway for all of those sections as well. So it's working. You have the OSCE already for general nurses and for pediatric nurses, and soon to come, midwifery and mental health.
Yes, exactly. Those are exciting new training courses that we have for you. And we'll be putting all the details here at this video at the link provided our caption as well. So thank you so much for reminding that, Ms. Mairead. And once again, thank you for watching. My name is Elee, and together with me is
Mairead.
And again, this is ATS TV.